My parents refused come to the hospital to see my sick 7-year-old. My mom's words were, "We don't want to get sick." Just 72 hours after that, they hosted a birthday celebration for my nephew, the one they clearly prefer, and then forwarded me an invoice insisting on $1,000. What was my reaction? Hey everyone. The space felt unnaturally silent. Not a comfortable silence. The kind that feels thick and makes every worry echo in your head. Medical devices gave off a low drone. A screen pinged in a constant rhythm. The overhead lights buzzed weakly, a steady reminder this wasn't our house. And there she was, my little girl, looking so small in that large hospital bed. Her beloved toy bunny was squeezed under her arm. Its ear was bent over, exactly how she folds it when she's feeling scared. Her hair was stuck to her sweaty brow from the persistent fever. She glanced at me and managed a tiny smile. Not a full one, just a faint effort. "Dad," her voice was weak. "Did I have school today?" My throat felt tight. "Only today," I told her, moving her hair from her face. "You'll be fine." She accepted this, even though we both weren't sure. 72 hours before, she was full of energy, sprinting across the carpet without shoes, her laughter filling the room, spinning in circles until she tumbled onto the sofa, still laughing. That evening, she said her head hurt. By the middle of the night, her skin was fiery. When morning came, her breathing didn't sound right, quick and thin. When I picked her up to take her to the car, her arms wrapped tightly around my neck. "I feel sick," she whispered. "I know," I whispered back. "I'm right here." The ER was packed and loud. Staff hurried everywhere. Physicians used practiced, steady voices that couldn't hide their worry. "We should keep her for observation," one said. "For safety," another agreed. One night turned into 2, then 3. On that first night, after she drifted off, I walked to the corridor and phoned my parents. I didn't call for practical help. I called because, foolishly, I still thought family appeared in hard times. "She's here at the hospital," I said softly, walking near the snack machines. "She's frightened. Could you come by?" There was quiet on the line. Then my mom let out her familiar tired sigh. "We don't want to pick up an illness," she stated. "You get it, don't you?" I stopped walking. I was stunned. "She's your grandchild." "I know," she answered, as if that explained everything. "But we're older now. We must be cautious." I looked at the scuffed wall. "All right," I said finally. I put the phone down and stood there, thinking about how being careful had started to sound exactly like not caring. In the morning, my daughter woke up dazed. She looked at the tube in her arm, the cords, the strange room. Then she looked at the doorway. "Is Nana visiting today?" she asked. I felt frozen. "She's got other things going on," I said, choosing my words. "But she was asking about you." That wasn't true. My daughter nodded anyway. Children want to trust that grown UPS are good, even when they aren't. That same day, I tried my father. "She keeps wondering about you," I said when he picked up. "She just wants a quick visit." He cleared his throat. "Let's see how she's doing later," he replied. "We'll wait until she's improved." Improved? As if being loved needed you to be perfectly well. That night, she slept fitfully, turning over and making small, sad sounds. She woke up crying at one point, tears rolling down quietly. "Dad? I'm right here," I said, moving closer. "Did I make them mad?" she asked. "Is that why Nana won't come?" Something in my chest shattered. "No," I said, my voice shaking. "Absolutely not. You did nothing wrong." She rubbed her eyes. "Okay," she whispered, believing me completely. That belief almost destroyed me. On the third day, as she slept, my phone vibrated. An alert from the family chat. I nearly didn't look. Pictures popped up. Bright balloons. A feast on a long table. A huge cake. A birthday party for my sister's boy, their special grandchild. 3 days after they wouldn't step foot in a hospital, I felt sick. Before I could think, another alert flashed. A direct text from my mom, "Your portion is $1,000. Send it now." I read the words over and over. I walked out to the hall, my pulse racing. I called her right away. "What is this?" I asked, voice quiet. She sounded light and happy. "Oh, we had the party. The catering, the setup, the clown, it all adds up so fast." "She is in the hospital," I said, slowly. "Yes, but the party was on the calendar," she answered. "And it wouldn't be right if you didn't pay your part." "Right." My dad's voice cut in suddenly. "You're making a big deal out of this," he said. "This has nothing to do with her." That's when I saw everything clearly. Not from rage, but from sudden understanding. I looked through the window at my daughter, asleep and holding that bunny like it was the only solid thing left. The screen beside her kept up its steady sound. 7 years old, and already knowing her place. I kept my voice level. I didn't fight. I didn't plead. I just stated, "I won't be sending any money." Silence. Then my mother made a dismissive sound. "So you're taking your bad mood out on everyone else?" "No," I said. "I'm looking out for my daughter." I ended the call and went back to her bedside. Holding her hand, I felt something new, not just fear, but a firm decision. They thought this was about cash. They thought it was about what was equal. They were mistaken. They never grasped that certain times show you who you need to be, and I had just made a choice. I looked at my sleeping girl and made a quiet vow. This ends now. My phone kept buzzing. Texts stacked up. Calls flooded in. Now they were worried. And for the first time, I felt no pull to answer. My next move wouldn't be from feeling. It would be thoughtful, planned, and final. I didn't answer anyone that night. I just stayed by her bed, watching her breathe, treating each breath as precious. Around 2 in the morning, she moved. "Dad? I'm here." She looked toward me. "Are we leaving soon?" "Very soon," I told her. "I promise." She gave a small, exhausted, trusting smile and slept. That's when I knew something with my family was shattered for good. The next day, the doctor had hopeful news. The medicine was working. Her temperature was normal. She could leave that night. The relief was so strong it made me weak. But relief doesn't remove the past or the hurt. While she rested, I looked at my phone. 27 calls. So many messages. All saying the same things: "You're overreacting. It's only cash. You're splitting the family for no reason. Pay what you owe." Not one asked how she was. Not one. Then, a different message arrived. From my granddad. "I heard she's sick. Where are you?" I looked at it for a minute, then sent the hospital details. He was there within the hour. 82 years old, moving with care. But when he saw my daughter, a strong, protective look came into his weary eyes. He brought a seat next to her and held her hand softly. "My dear child," he murmured. "You gave us a scare." She beamed, happier than I'd seen in days. "You're here," she said. "Where else would I be?" he answered. "That's what your people do." I heard the meaning in his words. After she slept, he motioned me to the hall, the same spot I'd made those calls. I told him the whole story. The refusal, the celebration, the invoice, their words. He listened without a word. When I finished, he gave a slow nod. "They've been this way for years," he said. "You just hoped it wasn't true." I took a breath. I wanted her to know her grandparents. He placed a hand on my arm. "You stood up for her. That counts for more." That night, we were cleared to go. As I fastened my daughter's seatbelt, my phone rang. My mother. "She's released," she stated, not asking. "Good. Bring her for a meal tomorrow." "No," I said. A beat of silence. "What do you mean, no?" "I mean we need space." She gave a short, unbelieving laugh. "Don't be absurd. I am serious." My father took the phone. "You're blowing this up," he said. "This family isn't centered on your kid." I shut my eyes. "You're incorrect," I replied. "My world is." I hung up. 2 days later, my granddad called. "Come to the house," he said. "All of you." When we got there, my parents' vehicles were outside. My insides twisted. Inside, the air was stiff and silent. My sister was rigid on the sofa. My parents wouldn't look at me. My grandfather stood facing everyone. "This isn't a talk," he announced. "It's a settling of accounts." He looked straight at my parents. "You would not visit your sick granddaughter," he said, calmly. "But you held a party days after." My mother started to speak. He lifted his hand. "You billed her father while she was ill," he went on. "And you had the nerve to call that just." My father fidgeted. "You picked a favorite," my grandfather stated. "And you quit hiding it." The room was dead quiet. Then my sister snorted. "This is a huge overreaction." My grandfather turned to her. "You picked up this mindset," he said. "And you taught it." She fell silent. Then he did the unexpected. He took a file from the table. "I've updated some things," he said. Everyone watched. "My final instructions," he continued. "And the family fund." My mother went white. "Updated how?" "I've reassigned things," he said. "And outcomes." He looked at me. "You've been the quiet fixer for years," he said. "Filling in, solving issues, paying without fuss." I nodded, shocked he knew. "That stops now," he said. "Not because you're unable, but because you must not have to." He turned back to my parents. "You will get no more money from me," he stated. "What was meant for you will go elsewhere." "To whom?" my father asked, voice strained. "To the child you overlooked," my grandfather said. My mother stood up, trembling. "You can't." "It's already done," he replied, calm. My sister started to weep. "This is so unfair." He looked at her. "So was the lesson you showed your kids about love." We left quietly that night. No yelling, no drama, just separation. Weeks went by. We carefully stopped going to events. Stopped replying to messages filled with blame. Stopped trying to make them see. And something shifted in my daughter. She quit asking why her grandma never phoned. She quit watching for them on special days. She quit feeling she was at fault. One night, as we made cookies, she looked up. "It's fine if they don't love me, Daddy." My heart hurt. "Why would you say that?" She shrugged. "Because you do." I had to leave the kitchen for a moment. Sometime after, my sister came by without warning. She seemed diminished, worn out. "I didn't see it," she said softly. "Not until it all fell apart." I didn't say anything. "I just needed to tell you," she went on, eyes wet. "My son asked about his cousin." I had no answer for him. I nodded. "Now you have one," I said. She left without another word.